My friends, good morning. It is August 11th, 2021, 9:13 a.m. And if you don't know, Tropical Storm Fred formed overnight last night after a slight interaction with Puerto Rico. It is just about to hit the Dominican Republic and Haiti as a tropical storm. We can see right here is exactly where that storm is, in that water gap between Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic here. And that's just keeping it strong enough to be a tropical storm upon the forecasted impact on Dominican Republic and Haiti. And then I want you to notice something. This is a very important chart here. I'm sure a lot of you see it all the time. This represents a lot of different information. The cone of uncertainty, the strength of the storm right down the middle, and the time frame. That's what everybody wants to know, is the timing. And once we get through the Leeward and Lesser Antilles Islands and Puerto Rico, we can really get a better idea of what this thing's going to do to the United States and the effects it'll have. We don't know for sure, but we have a much better idea than we had, let's say, 3 days ago. For example, once again, this storm, the X marks the spot of right now. So we have these warnings for Dominican Republic, as you could see, for the tropical storm. You see the letter D here. That means tropical depression. They're expecting this thing to weaken upon landfall, which is normal. But I also want you to notice that just as we're entering the South Bahamas, maybe that northern edge of Cuba, we head right back up to a tropical storm. That is because we are now going to be over open water, apparently. We don't know for sure yet, but if this does happen, we can very much expect this storm to strengthen again back to that tropical storm state. Now, once we get to that northern edge of Cuba right here, just under South Florida, the Keys, which as of now could be around Saturday morning, give or take. We can see right here the low pressure system wants to touch that southern tip of Florida. And we can see right here we are in that Saturday date, according to Tropical Tidbits. So that is why we have all these different model tracks. You can see right off the bat that GFS model had it right under South Florida. And then we have some models here that bring it pretty far to the west of any sort of interaction with Florida. So we're still in an area of uncertainty. That's why we have the cone of uncertainty. And I don't know, guys, before I get too far ahead of myself here with Fred, we got to take a look at this storm forming behind Fred. We're already getting an invest for it, 40% chance of cyclone formation over the next 5 days. We are now in the period of hurricane season where we can literally see a storm a week, if not even more often than that. We've had it done in 2017. It happened in 2020. It may very well happen this season, and we're already seeing the ingredients we need. We clearly have Tropical Storm Fred already affecting the tropics, so we are going to have to deal with Fred no matter what. And now we have this 40% chance of cyclone formation with a lot of potential. In fact, this morning, this chart was put out to show this potential cyclone here with the 40%. You can see that with the orange color. But what I want you to notice is that they put the wind shear chart out, which means they want you to know that this thing is moving through zero wind shear. It's not going to be any effect on it until maybe we get towards San Juan, but that would require this wind shear to still be in place at that time. So they're saying something here without really saying it. And I know you guys are very good at reading between the lines and knowing what's important and what's not. So we're going to take a look at Tropical Tidbits right here, and we're going to go through the entire process. We're going to see Fred pop up. So we're going to keep an eye in this area right here. We're going to see Fred make its way up towards Florida, along the western coast of Florida, as most of the models show. But then what's interesting is it kind of clips over Florida and then reforms again on the east coast. We've been seeing this all season long with multiple storms wanting to form just underneath that coastline of South Carolina. We've seen it happen 3 or 4 times this year, and we may see it again after Fred makes contact with Florida. We can see right here, again, we are on Sunday now. So this would be Saturday morning moving into Sunday, that the entire west coast of Florida will be dealing with a very soggy situation. But I want you to watch Monday and Tuesday, and now we're moving into Wednesday, and that's when this storm really, and that's when it shows the potential for this storm to pop out of the east coast and reform again, and makes a little dip down. We've seen storms come off this east coast, get pulled back down, and then reform again into another tropical situation. So this is a very, very key time of year, a very important time of year for these storms. And we can see for almost 29 hours, this thing just sits here and gets stronger after it pulls off the east coast of the United States. And at this time of year as well, there's enough warm water within the Gulf Stream that comes up so far to the northeast that it'll sustain these storms for as long as the conditions allow them to stay there. In fact, this could be one of those superstorm deals. Look at that pressure. We're under 992 millibars in pressure by Wednesday, August 25th. And as we move forward, we can see it kind of picks up and whips quickly, but it keeps dropping in pressure. That's going to be a big, big storm, even out in the Atlantic Ocean. And of course, we'll have plenty of time to get into that stuff. We can see Fred right here. We're going to be moving into current time, which is about right now. And we should be getting another set of data here on Tropical Tidbits soon. But as of right now, you can see it's pretty straightforward. We're going to have that interaction with Dominican Republic and Haiti basically right now that's taking place. And then we're going to be dealing with that northern edge of Cuba. And that's going to be the main source of information that we get, is if the centralized area of this storm stays over water, it's going to continue to strengthen as it approaches Florida. If it keeps hitting Cuba and bouncing back and forth or stays over Cuba, we can expect just a little bit of a messy storm hitting Florida and nothing too serious. So unless we have some sort of rapid intensification within this area once Fred makes it there, we shouldn't really expect anything more than a tropical storm by the time we get to Florida. Of course, I'm not setting that in stone. Anything is possible with these storms, but as of right now, if you're hearing people talk about high-grade category hurricanes, I just don't think we're going to be seeing that. And I want to be clear about why I'm saying that. We can look at this chart here, and again, we can get an idea of the strength of this hurricane over time. And we do notice some of the models bringing this thing into a Category 1, but also notice when that happens. That is after the interaction with Florida and when it exits back out into the East Coast like we just discussed. And my friends, as of now, that is the most current information that I have for you on Tropical Storm Fred and what's coming soon after. And I really think we should pay attention to this back 40% chance storm back here. I just got a little bit of a feeling about this one. So even though we are going to be dealing with Tropical Storm Fred, what's going to be the deal with Tropical Storm or Hurricane Grace, which is definitely on the horizon one way or another? My friends, thank you so much for watching this video. I will be back later on or tomorrow morning. Any questions or concerns, please leave down below. I have some awesome stuff I'm releasing for you soon, maybe even today. Shout out to Canada. Everyone, please be safe and have a great rest of your morning and afternoon. Talk to you all soon. Bye-bye. Stop right there, my friends. If you have not already, click that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Click all and you will get all notifications from this channel. And trust me, you won't be disappointed.